What up, guys? So today we are bringing an Artificer level Melta into lethal with the Vanguard. I do have a maxed out Vanguard, so don't worry, I will be getting health back from my major executions, which is nice, and I am using a relic blocking combat knife. The more I start to use the blocking combat knife, the more I just absolutely enjoy using it. Blocking, honestly, getting 3 stacks of blocking is really easy with Vanguard because of Duelist. And what's also nice is I have a fair amount of weapon damage perks as well. But one of those perks for Vanguard that I'm starting to kind of appreciate is the one when you're like at half health, you can get a perfect dodge easier. Those were the team perks. We have a pretty good setup here. We have a Bulwark, a Tactical, and, you know, I do have Inner Fire. So we actually have a really nice team synergy here for lethal, and it is Decapitation. So we are getting a Hive Tyrant fight here. I really enjoy fighting the Hive Tyrant. I know we've been talking about, like, new enemies and such recently, and, you know, the next enemy we're getting, it seems to be a long-range enemy, basically. Even though they do have melee attacks. But that's why I like fighting the Hive Tyrant a lot, is basically because of the melee, and I still really enjoy, the blocking combat knife with against the Hive Tyrant is going to be interesting, especially for lethal. I'm starting to play lethal a bit more now because I am leveling up weapons, and I really want to push the weapons to their limit. And I know the Melta is already good, so I did not mind bringing a Artificer level Melta into this, especially with the Relic blocking combat knife. So I had a pretty good amount of DPS here. And then as you see right there, we do have a Bulwark who is using Banner pretty efficiently. They used it to heal themselves there. Look at that contested health, insane. I got it back, well, not all of it, but some of it because of the Melta. The Melta's capability to get your contested health back is really incredible. I noted a few comments mentioning it, and yeah, definitely, Melta can get the job done, for sure, for getting your contested health back. It's a lot of damage. Extremist Sound Q. Luckily, I kind of had the instincts to go check my teammate there. The Tactical had some pretty good comms. I think they do mention that they're getting jumped on by a Lictor down there. Now here is some nice blocking gameplay. When I get locked in with blocking, I can definitely pull it off against most enemies. But sometimes it just, sometimes they get greedy. And I think they're going to, throw another easily predictable melee attack, but they just switch it up on me. But either way, that Lictor was down. That was a good Lictor battle for sure. And, okay, so this situation really tilted me, I gotta be honest. Not so much of those missed blocks. Those were, like, legit, just, like, right out of the way of those blocking. But this zone throw, I really should have thrown this crack grenade right there. I really should have just thrown it right there. But for whatever reason, I thought as a team we were going to be able to focus them down. Because, yeah, my two teammates are over there, and the zone throws were kind of separated. So I thought the bolt pistol would have been fine. But look at that. That was such a bad throw. But to be honest, that Minorus was not even in my field of view until I threw that. And then the crack grenade just goes directly down at it. And I kind of felt that the Minorus was going to jump in front of me. And I even tried to look up to throw away from the enemy there. That was so frustrating. But here's the kicker. I'm kind of frustrated with that, right? But I knew the Bulwark did have the, invigorating icon. Look at that crack grenade! Look at that crack grenade! Dude, the crack grenade literally just decided not to hit the zoanthrope. It was so trash. It was like the homing didn't even work on it. And then I get hit by 2 beams here. I'm still alive somehow, and I'm still mad looking at this. It's not even the initial crack grenade missing, but for whatever reason, the first crack grenade had zeroed in, like, couldn't miss homing against the Minorus right in front of me. But that second crack grenade just whiffs when the zoanthrope was alone. It's so crazy. It's super inconsistent. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was a skill issue, but even watching it again, I have no idea. I have no idea how that second crack grenade missed. And it just like didn't even try to home it. It did not even try to home in. I'm already getting mad just watching this. Holy cow. But I was able to get a good res there, which is nice. I should have picked up that stim, but I was kind of confident, you know, that my tilt was going to carry me through this lethal operation. Well, it was not so much as tilt. At a certain point, you just get angry, and especially at this point, now I have the 2 crack grenades, and nothing's in my way. I didn't care. I didn't care. I was so mad about that initial just whiff. And what ended up snowballing after that, I was like, you know what? I'm killing these zoanthropes with the last bit of bullets I have. I do not care. I'm saving these crack grenades. Like, I just, oh my god. I was super stubborn to just kill these with the ammo I had. Luckily, as a team, we were able to focus them down. And then, boom, big banner there. That's why I mentioned picking up the stim, because of the mortal wound. You know, we have invigorating icon, and then I also, you know, I regain health on major executions as well, so I have a good amount of healing here. The tactical's low with mortal wound. We actually all have mortal wound here. And then, boom, Melta, which is nice to get my contested health back. Going for the blocks here. Holy cow, that zone throw. I'm surprised I got so worked up. I'm still kind of like, whatever. Next time I'll be a little bit even more careful. I did have an opportunity to throw it that I kind of passed up. I don't know. You know, I guess I was punished for that. Take the good opportunities when you get them. That said, another triple block there. Those whips are really easy to get your 3 stacks of blocking with, which is really nice. And it does good damage. It does good damage. Keep in mind, Vanguard does have a melee perk against majors. Vanguard has a pretty good melee setup. It's kind of weird if you think about what class truly is the best melee class, but I can imagine it's going to be hard to compete with Assault. So here's the bridge part. I haven't shown a bridge part in a long time, so I just kind of wanted to show off, you know, some mobbing here with the Melta and the blocking combat knife. This is honestly one of my favorite parts of Decapitation, because this is just, there's a lot of aura here, because you're with, you know, you're with the soldiers, and you know, all you see the Tyranids like basically rush the bridge. So I don't know, this is just a great moment in operations. I never get bored of this spot. Honestly, Decapitation is one of the best operations to run. The Hive Tyrant's a fun fight, especially when you are, you know, planning to fight them with melee. Even though I'm also doing a lot of Melta here as well. Oh man, look at that. I just got hard parried there. And dude, I was so mad. Why doesn't that melee attack me there? I noticed this like a, I don't know if it's a pattern, but I noticed some enemies, like once they start to figure out that you have a good idea how to beat them, they just start being super passive. It's really weird. But nah, right there, I definitely got caught with a pretty heavy-handed melee attack there. But again, I do also, check this out, I do have a Guardian Relic and I do have a stim here, so I knew no matter what, I'd be pretty much okay in a tough situation. But yeah, here's a perfect moment. Here's a me and a Ravener. I am very confident against Raveners, especially as Vanguard. I feel like I'm pretty much the most confident against special enemies as Vanguard because of the Duelist perk. The Duelist perk is just really, really good. Also, my Bulwark had the shock, basically the shock area of effect move there, so I knew they had the mob down in that area. But yeah, look at this Ravener, dude. Like, I'm playing against it really, really well, and then it just like, it just kind of disappears for a bit. It was scared, man. That Ravener was definitely scared. And then the Ravener goes after the Bulwark there. It just goes right by me. Super, super afraid Ravener. Just, he's basically trying to avoid me here. And yeah, see again. But luckily here, I just do the, you know, I just use the grapple. I get the grapple down, stun it. It's done. I really think I should start grappling a little bit more, but sometimes I'm afraid to grapple in there and then get surrounded. Like, this situation kind of gets a little sweaty, unfortunately. I just walk right into that, so I just decide to use my stim. That was my fault. I definitely should punish. I definitely I definitely needed some sort of punishment for that, so just ate the stim there. But I am basically at full health there, so it's not too bad. Even though as a team here, we're still all at mortal wound. Unfortunately, this tactical is at 1, and I think the Bulwark kind of missed the banner there. He definitely could have bannered the tactical, which I think was just some... I think the Bulwark was in a situation they needed the banner for, so they just popped it. We do end up losing this tactical, and I kind of feel bad. I kind of feel bad because this tactical was very good. At least he was good within our team. Like, we were all at mortal wound. He was getting his jobs done pretty much, but he ends up leaving. Unfortunate, because we definitely could have spawned him back, because we were going to be able to beat that mob. The tactical's up there helping the Bulwark. Unfortunately, I do roll out of the way there. I had the bolt pistol ammo. I probably could have muscled out like maybe a couple more shots there. But still, so now we have the Hive Tyrant fight with a bot, and it's a tactical bot, which is like okay, I guess. At least it's moving. Now here I point out the stim because of the Bulwark with the mortal wound. I do have a stim, so I'm not too worried about my mortal wound. Not to mention I also have a Guardian Relic here. The Melta's getting some pretty good damage there. Keep in mind this is a lethal Hive Tyrant, and I have a Artificer Melta that's not even like halfway through its perk setup. It's like close to halfway though. But the Melta is such a beast of a weapon, I didn't think it was going to be that big of an issue, and I also had the blocking combat knife as well. And also, Vanguard's a pretty good matchup against Hive Tyrant because you can grapple in and get a slam melee attack. But here I was definitely trying to test out my Melta capabilities. Boom, perfect dodge because I had lower than half my health, which is nice. I'm not going to say it was just because of that, but I did whiff a block there. Dude, yeah, sometimes like I just get in the rhythm of blocking and I just kind of get greedy, and I think they're going to swing another, you know, easily blockable melee attack, and they just don't. That is an enraged major. The Bulwark, it has a mortal wound and is at 1, which is super dangerous. I'm pretty sure they have a Guardian Relic, but at the same time, I think the Bulwark just needs to heal themselves, with it, which they end up doing. There, I was able to get a execution to avoid that Hive Tyrant first off, and then I also hit that enraged major with a 3-stack blocking explosive, which is honestly, dude, I have to say, as soon as you start getting a hold of blocking is definitely more fun than Gunstrike. Gunstrikes, you know, honestly, I could be a little, I could be, you know, that could just be my opinion because I Gunstrike quite a bit already. And I'm really now just getting a hang of how good blocking can be, especially with Vanguard. I definitely could have dodged that. I don't know why I didn't think he was going to, like, just charge right at me. Normally when he makes that noise, he does that. Now, I do have a 3-stack blocking damage here, but for whatever reason, I'm just not trying to use it. What? I'm pretty sure you can hold on to it for quite a bit, but yeah, I think I'm just using it for fashion at this point. This blocking effect is here for cosmetics. Perfect dodges for the wave attack there, though. And then just eat that attack. I get the stim. Boom, there we go. That's a good blocking damage right there. And look at honestly, the damage on that Relic combat knife there for just basic swings. I don't have Shadow Strike on this. You know, I kind of wanted to get good at blocking before I start going for the Shadow Strike shenanigans, which is really, really good. Luckily, wait, yeah, our Bulwark is down, but he gets up, so he might have had a Guardian Relic there. Might have, but I'm not 100% sure. Most likely. But yeah, okay, so yeah, see those Melta shots? I know it's an Artificer Melta, but the triple stack combat knife swings were comparable to a Melta, which I think for the combat knife, it puts it in a really good spot because of just how often you can swing that. And yeah, no cuts for this Hive Tyrant fight. This Hive Tyrant fight was a battle. Very, very good fight. The tactical bot here is, you know, battling for his life. He's just... Oh, dude, that's unfortunate. I definitely could have had a dodge there, but I was also getting attacked by that major, so I think it distracted me. Big explosion there, which is nice. Get the execution, get a little bit of health back. Make sure that I blocked that. I could have blocked that one also. I know I could have blocked that one. but I just probably had a different idea. Nice dodges. I get the gun strike. I get another gun strike. The banner full heals me, which is super huge, by the way. Even though I do have the Guardian Relic, I do have the Stim. Hey, if I don't need it, why use them? Why not have the Bulwark, you know, basically full heal me? That was great. Finally use the Grapple. The Grapple down to the Slam, to the Melta, which is now buffed because of the perks. Now here, I just wanted to keep the aggro for the Hive Tyrant. I was kind of locked in. Even though I was making some mistakes here and there, I feel like every mistake I made was immediately, immediately cleaned up, especially right there. Like, almost one-shotting me, and I'm able to get my health back because of the Melta. Big slam right there. We take out the Hive Tyrant. What a good fight. That Bulwark knew what they were doing. And it's unfortunate the tactical left. I think we would have rather had the tactical teammate that we had for most of this lethal operation rather than a bot. Not to mention we got through that zone throw situation, so we did well. Range damage, Artificer, very, very sick. This Bulwark did very well. Good stats for everybody, honestly. But yeah, special kills 4, nice. And I didn't take a lot of damage. That was a great Vanguard run. Very, very, very good. Artificer Melta, getting the job done.